folks, welcome to Cooking and Crafting with Cerebral Palsy. Today's Christmas in July project is going to be a sleigh for my porch. I can't get my camera stand to work right now, so I'm doing it by hand. First thing I gotta do is circle off one end. So I'm gonna take this, it's a tray from my canning pot, and I'm gonna mark a line. I have my rounded off line drawn, so now I'm going to take the jigsaw and I'm going to cut each individual piece of board by itself. Hopefully getting it as straight as possible. If not, I'll just use my sander and sand it. I'll be right back. I have my ends cut. They're not cut perfectly. I'm wearing Crocs and my feet are sweating and I started to slide, so I figured do the best I can and I'll use my sander to get the rest of it. Like I said earlier in the video, if I don't cut them properly, I'll just sand them with my palm sander. So, I'll be back when it's done to show you. Alright, I sanded them down, but when I put them together, I realized that the bottom end, when I line up the top, are all uneven. So, we're going to have to fix that tomorrow. So that'll be that for today. I'll finish this off tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be posted by Saturday. Okay, folks, I'm putting the sled together. I used painter sticks. I cut the ends off, these ends off of 4. I only needed 3 for the cross members. But under this here, I've got the 4th one plus a 5th one to give us more support. I'm going to do the same on this side. You see how I've got that there? I've got the 2 end pieces that I cut off. Sorry for the camera work. Got the 2 end pieces that I cut off glued here. And on the other side here. And then I put a full one and the other one that the end was cut off of on top of that for more support. Okay, I've put Gorilla Glue on the runner, and I'm going to put some supports there for my paint sticks. I might have used too much Gorilla Glue, but I'm gluing wood to metal, so as far as I'm concerned, the more the better. I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put that one there. That one's there. And I need to let it dry. And then I'm going to cut the end off of a couple more painter sticks. And I'm going to use those to go across like I have the others. Then I'm going to paint it. I'll be back and show you when I'm done. Okay, my base is all done. I used Gorilla Glue and hot glue to put it together. I'm going to paint this black to match the runners. And then we'll be back. While we're waiting for the runners to dry, I'm going to paint the actual sled boards. I'm going to use a sponge roller and a small paint tray to do it, along with red craft paint. Once it's all done, I'll do a clear coat over top of everything. Okay, now this painted. I added water to the paint to thin it out to make it look more like a stain. It's done. We just gotta wait for it to dry now. And I'll see if I have to do a second coat. But I know I have to do the edges. I just discovered something interesting. Okay, I want this to look aged. And I didn't know how I was going to do it without adding a bunch of other paint to it. I watered down my red paint. And I'm using sponge rollers. So what I've done is I've put the red paint on. I don't know if you can see that very well. But I got roll the paint on. And because I didn't like the bubbles, I took the smaller brush that I wasn't using. And I started rolling the smaller brush over. And it was removing some of the paint. And leaving some bare spots. Like up here, see? So it makes it look aged naturally. Instead of adding all extra paints and distressing and stuff to it. I think that's pretty cool. So I'll come back to you when this is dry and we can put it together. Okay guys, the paint is dry and I took some paper stickers off of the sticker sheet that came with the paper pack called I Love Christmas. And I stuck them on here and put glue over top to hold them in place. When it dries, I'm going to cut where the boards divide and put more glue on it to seal down the edges and let it dry. And then I'm going to add the runners. And then I'll show you the finished product. Well, it's all done. All I gotta do is clear coat it. But I don't really have to do that right now. And the one the one runner is crooked, but it's old. It's supposed to look old and worn, so kind of appropriate. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.